just one gun, they'd be alive today. Just one gun.
Hi, this is Alex Kincaid. Welcome to the Gun Law Podcast. As many of you already know, one of the overriding goals in my practice is to make sure that my clients stay out of the government-controlled court system. And I do that and I accomplish it in a number of ways, usually through proper planning documents. So for clients who have a business, we create contracts or we create an entity. If someone's getting married, we might draft a prenuptial agreement. And for all of my gun-owning clients, we focus on what would happen if you become incapacitated and what will happen when you die, to create a plan that is going to protect you, your loved ones, and all of the things that you hold dear. And we do it in a way where we don't have to worry about an anti-gun, liberal judge making decisions about you, your loved ones, and the things that you own. You don't have to let the government rules control. And I want to explain a little bit to you about what happens if you have absolutely no planning in place, what a will plan is, and what a trust-based plan is, so that you can make an informed decision. Because I don't think very many people realize that the government system can take away gun rights not just from you, but from people who live in your household. And here's how it works. If you get to a point in life where maybe you're aging and declining mentally or physically, and someone who cares about you thinks that maybe you can't do everything for yourself anymore. Maybe it's not someone who cares about you. Maybe it's someone who wants to take advantage of you. And as a prosecutor, I saw that happen way too many times. But that person, whoever it is, can go to court and can explain to the judge what your issues are, put on some proof, and ask to be appointed your guardian, who will make living decisions for you, maybe where you reside, what your health care is, and your conservator, who's going to control all of your finances. Sometimes more than one person wants that role. They fight about it. In any event, every state has a system for people who don't plan for themselves, and that system is the probate court. And that allows whoever it is to go into court and ask the judge to have the right to make decisions for you. A normal person doesn't want that to happen, and you can prevent it with proper planning. But what most gun owners don't realize is that if you don't plan and somebody goes to court and gets that appointment as your guardian or your conservator, you lose your gun rights. Because the moment that that happens, the ATF says, we have a rule, a law, that makes you adjudicated a mental defective. And under the Gun Control Act, you cannot possess a firearm. And under our laws about constructive possession, people who live in your home with you cannot possess a firearm. Because if they have it and you have the ability to pick it up and have it, you're breaking the law. So the rules about incapacity and the default government system is a very dangerous area for gun owners. And you can prevent it if you prepare either a power of attorney or, better yet, some kind of a trust that will control in the event of your incapacity. Also, when you die, if you have no plan, the court is going to decide who's going to be in charge of your estate, and there's a default system that says where your property goes. Your property may go to people who can't have it. If you have firearms and your next of kin has been deemed a prohibited person or lives in a state where the type of firearm you have is illegal, we have a problem. So the best thing for a gun owner is to at least give some direction to the court. And if you create a will, you should think of a will as a letter to the judge. Here's who I want to be in charge of my estate when I die, and this is what I want to have happen. The problem with a will is it does absolutely nothing if you're incapacitated. You have to at least complete a healthcare power of attorney, a living will, and a power of attorney for your financial assets. Those documents, however, don't always help. So I've seen banks refuse to honor powers of attorney. Maybe a power of attorney doesn't cover everything it needs to cover, and the person who wants to use it can't do what they need to do. And then we're back in the default government-controlled court system. So I am a fan of trust planning. I believe that trusts are the ultimate way that you can keep control and can give control to the people that you trust, not some judge that doesn't know you, but to the people that you designate. Think of a trust as writing your own little rule book. Here's what incapacity means. Here's who gets to decide whether I'm incapacitated. Not a judge, but my spouse and my doctor, or my spouse, my doctor, my kids. You can say whatever you want in a trust. You're writing the rules. And if I am incapacitated, and remember, it may not be because you're aging and declining. You might get hit by the truck when you walk out the door. You never know. If you write your wishes in a trust, those wishes become like the law. They are the rules. And the people you appoint in your trust have to follow those rules. The other part of a trust, the other part of your rule book, is what happens when you die. You can protect your family. You can create trusts for them, that protect the things that you leave to them. You designate who steps in, whether you're incapacitated or when you die, and it all happens seamlessly when it's done correctly and without government interference. And my clients love that. So if you're thinking that maybe you should do something, and I know a lot of you are because we're all guilty of it. We know we need to plan. We know we need to prepare. Keep trust planning in mind. It is the ultimate way to go. You are writing the rules for yourself and for your family. And you will be protecting not just yourself, but the people that you care about in the process. If you have questions about planning, whether you're interested in a will or a trust, or you want to know more about probate, call my office. We offer free consultations about estate planning so you can meet myself or one of the attorneys in my office. You can discuss what you need. You can hear about prices and hear all of it before you make a decision about whether to proceed. Thank you.
Just one gun could have stopped the madman in his tracks. Just one gun, they'd be alive today. Just one gun.
This is an important message about your liberty.
So the notion that gun laws don't work, it's not borne out by the evidence.
We need universal background checks. We know that they will work. We need to...
Politicians continue to call for more gun control. Yet so many laws already exist, the American gun owner is often left confused about the legality of their own common everyday behaviors. Attorney and former prosecutor Alex Kincaid knows that too many responsible gun owners violate laws that they don't know even exist. And her goal is to stop that. Now get Kincaid's new book, Infringed. Larry Pratt of Gun Owners of America says that Infringed should be on the shelf of every American gun owner. Infringed debuts November 25th, but pre-order today and receive an autographed hard copy edition at $5 off. Visit alexkincaidlaw.com now. That's alexkincaidlaw.com. Get Infringed. Get it today. alexkincaidlaw.com.